Northshire Valley is a quaint yet troubled area nestled in the foothills of Elwyn Forest. Here stands the shining landmark of the valley, Northshire Abbey. Its peaceful halls are home to a human religious order known as the Brotherhood of Northshire. Bustling with the sights and sounds of young adventurers who come to begin their training, much more is at work in the valley than meets the eye. The first person an aspiring adventurer will come across in Northshire Valley is Sergeant Willem. He tells them that with the Stormwind army away in distant lands, the guards of Northshire Abbey are struggling to keep the peace. Desperate for volunteers, they are enlisting the aid of anyone who's willing to defend their home and their alliance. He says that newcomers are to report to Marshal McBride inside the Abbey, who informs them that kobolds have infested the woods to the north. He asks the adventurer to reduce their numbers so that they may one day be driven from Northshire. Upon leaving the Abbey, the adventurer is once again greeted by Sergeant Willem, who mentions that he may have extra work for them. He directs the adventurer around to the other side of the Abbey, to a man named Egan Peltskinner, who's looking for someone to hunt wolves for him. Egan asks the adventurer to bring him meat from the wolves, which he'll exchange for a reward. Not much further into the woods to the north will the adventurer find the roaming wolves and large camps of kobolds carpeting the area. After gathering enough wolf meat to satisfy Egan's appetite and cutting down a significant number of the kobolds, the adventurer will travel back to the Abbey and collect the rewards. Marshal McBride commends the adventurer for clearing the kobolds of the area and informs them that he's received an urgent letter that should be read at once. The letter is from the adventurer's trainer, complimenting their efforts so far, and asking the adventurer to seek them out for proper training. Each class trainer is located in a different area in or around Northshire Abbey, and when the adventurer does seek them out, they're rewarded with new spells and abilities to use against their foes. Eager to continue the adventure with their new abilities, adventurers will again speak with Marshal McBride, who is in need of their assistance. His scouts have brought word that the kobold infestation is much worse than they initially thought. The adventurer is directed a second time to the woods to the north to clear more of the kobolds residing in the campgrounds near Echo Ridge Mine. While clearing the area of kobolds, the adventurer notes that the infestation is not limited to the camps to the north, but the kobolds have in fact infested Echo Ridge Mine itself. They cut down more kobolds before returning to McBride to inform him of this discovery. He tells them that he doesn't like hearing of this development, and rewards the adventurer for their work so far. He tells them to ready themselves, as he would like them to make one final trek into the mine. To prepare themselves, the adventurer speaks to Deputy Willem, who tells them that a group of thieves have been hanging around Northshire, calling themselves the Defias Brotherhood. He doesn't know what they're up to, but he knows it can't be anything good. He offers the adventurer a bounty in exchange for the distinct red bandanas they wear. Accepting the offer, the adventurer heads southeast across the river to the vineyards, which are carpeted with the aforementioned thugs. After battling the brigands and accepting the bounty for their bandanas, Willem mentions another bounty to the adventurer, a cutthroat by the name of Garrick Padfoot. He has plagued the local farmers and merchants for weeks, and the guards want him dead. Bring Willem the villain's head, and earn his bounty. The deputy says that Padfoot was last seen at a shack near the vineyards, guarded by a gang of his Defias thugs. Before searching for Padfoot, Willem asks the adventurer for a favor. His friend, Millie Osworth, is in trouble, and they should speak with her at her wagon near the stables. Millie explains that the Defias have moved into the vineyards, and that she's afraid her harvest will be stolen by thieves or trampled by the guards. She asks the adventurer to save her harvest and bring as many buckets of grapes as they can carry. Crossing the river a second time to search for the cutthroat, the adventurer will find the shack that Deputy Willem spoke of before, and Garrick Padfoot himself guarding it alongside one of his thugs. The ensuing battle will be the most intense one that the young adventurer has seen in their short time of training, and after the battle is over and the adventurer victorious, they can be confident in clearing any remaining thugs in the vineyard to save Millie's harvest. After lugging the buckets of grapes back across the river, Millie graciously thanks the adventurer and asks them to deliver a letter, the Great Manifest, to Brother Niels, who manages the food and drink in Northshire, to inform him of their bravery against the brigands in the vineyard. As they circle back to the front of the Abbey, they'll once again meet with Deputy Willem to collect the bounty on Garrick Padfoot. "Ha! You caught him!" he exclaims, and tells the adventurers that they've done a great service not only to the Abbey, but to Elwyn Forest as a whole. After saying their goodbyes to Willem and delivering the Great Manifest to an ecstatic Brother Niels in the bell tower, the adventurer will again meet with their trainer as their last preparation before their delve into Echo Ridge Mine. Once they've learned all that he has to teach them, it's time to complete the final task. The adventurer once again heads through the Great Hall to inform Marshal McBride that they have at last prepared themselves for the journey into Echo Ridge Mine. With a stern look, he tells them to purge the mine of its kobold intruders once and for all. Confident in their abilities and training here in the Abbey, they trudge heroically towards the mine. Inside, they use their training to make easy work of the kobolds that reside within. Once they've cut their way through the kobold population, they decide to make their way back to the Abbey, knowing that their work here today has helped to extinguish a substantial threat to the valley. Returning one last time to Marshal McBride, he thanks the adventurers with a salute. He tells them that they've once again earned his respect and the gratitude of the Stormwind Army. While there may still rest a meager population of kobolds in the mine, it's nothing that the guards can't handle. McBride commends them for being an adventurer with proven interest in the security of Northshire, and while their tasks here may be complete, he believes that they're ready for greater threats. He now tasks them with the protection of the surrounding Elwyn Forest, and directs them to the town of Goldshire, where they are to report to Marshal Duggan. The coming journey will bring the adventurer past the border gates of the now peaceful Northshire Valley, and beyond, where even greater adventures and threats await. Hey you guys, and thank you for watching the video. If you did like it, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video so that you can see more content like this from me in the future. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. I really appreciate it. And if you want to come hang out with me live, I do stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday over at twitch.tv/Aaron707. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again soon.